What's shaking, guys? My name is Luke Dancy, and welcome to another live Hangout. We are back this week with more magic stuff for you. We've got magic giveaways. We've got magic that you're going to learn this week, and I've got magic from you guys once again to share on this week's episode. And I have a lot of it. You guys sent a lot of stuff our way, a lot of different videos, different tricks you've been performing, different tricks that you've been working on, and I'm excited to now share those with the rest of the viewers on this week's show. Hello, everybody. My name is Luke Dancy. Welcome back again to another live Hangout experience. I'm excited to be here. Hope you are too. We are kicking things off here. I see my friends here on YouTube already. What's going on over there? Kevin, Lowe, Alvarez, Bruno, how we doing over there? Troy, how we doing? H Magician, how we doing? True Magician, how are you? Hope you're having a good day over there. Jim Bannister, how we doing? Jim Bannister's already asking questions, and that's a good thing, and I'll get to your question in just a second, Jim. But if you guys do have magic questions, that's what this is for each and every week, for you guys to ask questions about stuff you're working on, the magic you're playing with, some of the stuff you've maybe wanted to do, some general advice, or some of the products that are out there in the magic world that you might want to know more about. I've got about 30 years of magic experience myself, both from the creator standpoint. I've created products, and I've also been a performer, so I kind of know a little bit of everything. Don't pretend to know it all, but I do know a lot about the stuff that's out there in the magic world. And it's great to see more and more of my friends popping in here. I see Tim Silva. How we doing, Tim? Good to see you live this week. Awesome. Glad to see you here. Filippo, good to see you. Kevin. Yes, Sucker Punch is awesome. We'll be talking a little bit about Sucker Punch in a couple minutes. Bronwyn, good to see you here. David Levy, how we doing? King Magic, good to see you again, sir. Danny Bennett, how we doing? Excited to see you too. Cody the Penguin, good to see you. Got a lot of friends here on YouTube. Let me just pop over to Facebook, because that's the cool thing about these live experiences, my friends. Not only am I live on YouTube and saying hello to all my YouTube friends, I'm also live on Facebook and on Twitter as well. So we literally are all over the place today, hanging out, talking about some magic stuff. So let me just share this on my personal Twitter and also on Facebook, and then I'll be focused and back to your questions and what you guys are up to. As always, let me know where you guys are from. We have a lot of international friends, and it's always great to find out where you're from. It's also really cool each and every week to meet more and more of you out there in the magic world. So let me just share this really quick, and we will kick things off. Hope everybody's doing okay and having a good week so far. All right, here we go. Thanks for your patience. All right, cool. So yeah, tell me where you guys are from. Love to get to know you and find out more about you. Joko, good to see you. Joko, I've got a piece of magic from you to show this week. Bobby Dempster, always a pleasure. I've got magic from Bobby Dempster as well. Like I said, you guys continue to send me magic to show, and oops. Let me just mute that. So I will be showing more and more of your own content that you've been sharing with me, and I have a really cool thing as well from it's stuff that we've been sharing all over our socials on Facebook and Instagram. This dealing stuff is crazy. That's all I'm going to say. If you haven't seen the laser deal that this guy does, it's sick, and I'll be sharing that with you. Hello, Sweden. How we doing out there? Greg Miller. Hello, Bristol. Good to see you. Alex Latorre. Always a pleasure. Good to see you, Alex. If you guys weren't tuning in last week, you can check out the replay. Alex Latorre taught a really cool visual vanish of a coin, a signed coin. You can have it appear anywhere. Very, very cool stuff from him. Clark Payne, how we doing out there? Jake DeClerc, good to see you out there as well. Rich Pacone, I see you hiding out there. All right, TJ Anderson, hello from Indiana. We talked a little bit on Insta last night. Yes, TJ, good to see you, man. Awesome, awesome stuff. All right, back over to YouTube real quick. I don't want to ignore you guys. Washington State, Tyler Gibson, good to see you out there. Bronwyn, Wales, all right. Troy from Germany, all right. David Mendoza, all right. Guatemala. Federico, shout out from Magic Brothers in Alaska. How we doing, Alaska? Good to see you guys. All right. Mohammed, good to see you. Hello from Vietnam. H Magician. Federico, seems to be a lot. Germany is a great country. Yes, Mar, I've been there. It's a very nice place. Bronwyn, are there going to be more run playing cards? Maybe. We'll find out more about that. And speaking of playing cards, I will be announcing the winners for this week's, well, actually from last week's contest, where you guys over on Facebook, my Facebook buds, had a chance to win a free Darkfall deck. I've got one right here. This one in my hands is going to one of you. I'll announce the winner in just a minute. And you guys watching on YouTube, one of you lucky viewers from last week will get a free Memento Mori deck. And this week what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it around. So this week our Facebook friends get a chance to win the Memento Mori, and our YouTube friends get a chance to win the Darkfall deck. So we'll announce the winners. And if you want to win the deck, all you need to do is this. If you're watching on Facebook and you want a chance to win a Memento Mori deck, all you got to do is give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. That's what this does. It tells me you're out there. Also, because if you're not watching this live and you're watching later, I can see who's actually been watching the video. Otherwise, I don't know who's watched the video. It's just a great way for me to do that. Also, make sure you have liked the Murphy's Facebook page. It's an easy thing to do. I saw a lot of you out there from last week that had not done that yet, but you were giving this a thumbs up, so make sure you like the page. And for my YouTube friends, if you want to get a chance to win a Darkfall deck after this episode airs and the replay goes up, post a comment, maybe some feedback. Let me know where you're from, whatever it is. Let me know you're out there, and I'll pick one of you to win a Darkfall deck. Doesn't matter where you are out there in the world, you're going to get a chance to win a free deck. All right? Easy peasy. Sweet. Hello, Benjamin CMV. Hello out there, Mar. How we doing? Hola. India, Arvin. Very, very cool. All right. So, you know what? Let's do that right now. Let's hook up the people from last week with the prizes that they got. Up first, we're going to announce our Facebook winner from last week. So here we go. The winner from last week was, drum roll please. There he is, Mr. Timmy Ruin. I believe his name is Timmy Ruin. You can see his name right about there. Timmy was one of the many, many people that gave the live feed a thumbs up, and I selected him. So, Mr. Timmy, if you're watching live, congratulations. I'll be in touch with you very, very soon. And to all the rest of you out there that did like that, I appreciate your support and look forward to hopefully hooking one of you up next week with a free deck. All right. Of course, we also did our YouTube friends out there. I'm not forgetting about you too. Let me pull that up for you. Our YouTube friends from last week, you had a chance to win once again a Memento Mori deck, and I selected one of you, and I'm going to show you over here, Mr. Zach Fears. You are the winner. There's the video, and you can see Zach's comment down here below somewhere. I'm just going to go through here. And there he is, Mr. Zach Fears. So congrats to Zach, and thanks for your video last week, Zach. You rock, sir, and I will be in touch with you and hook you up with that free Memento Mori deck. All right, so congrats to both of our winners for winning those free decks from us. Awesome stuff. And we're going to do it again. You know, I got more and more swag to hook you guys up with. So congrats to both of you guys on winning that. And thanks to all of you again for tuning in this week. Glad to see you. A lot of you out there, and it's always fun. This week I will be sharing some magic with you as well. If you've never been to one of these live hangouts, well, welcome, first of all. And second of all, I want to welcome you to a feature that's known as the Jam Cam. This is where I go live with you guys. I've got another trick to share with you this week. I'll perform it for you, and then I'll teach it to you as well. I'll teach you how it works in just a little bit. So hang tight for some live Jam Cam action as well. I'm excited to share something of mine that I really have never taught before, and it's going to be here for you this week. So I hope you are ready for some magic too. All right, cool. So let's jump into some magic questions first. I'm going to jump back over to Facebook first. And I haven't been giving you guys enough love yet. So Deborah, good to see you again. Deborah Richard. Daniel Ricks, yes, congrats to both of those winners. Greg Miller, how we doing? TJ Anderson. All right, good to see you, sir. Glad you could join us today, TJ. Very, very cool. All right. Hello from Texas, Min. How we doing? All right. Hello from the Philippines, James Paul. Always a pleasure, James. Always good to see you. Hello from Seattle, Kimberly. How we doing out there? Renato from Slovenia. All right, from the Philippines. Man, so many of you guys out there. Scott Tarpley, always a pleasure, sir. John Fitzsimmons, I see you out there as well. All right, so get those magic questions ready for me. I'm here to help you guys and answer any questions that you might have. And drop them my way. And we'll kick off some Q&A stuff first, and then we'll jump into some other fun stuff. I'll show some of the videos that you guys sent me. And yes, Benjamin CMV is asking me about what do I think about cardistry. I've mentioned this before. I think cardistry is a great extension of Magic. I think it's a nice evolution of what you can do with the deck of cards, and I love to see that there's conventions out there now. I love to see that there are so many people doing it, so many talented people that do it and make it look so good. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I'm just not very good at it. David Levy, what are your 5 favorite effects, both impromptu and gimmicks? Favorite effects, David. One of my favorites, I mentioned this before, is a bill switch for a mismade bill. It's just something for me that's believable, that people might believe you can maybe sort of might be able to do it. Also the flash bill changes. You know, you've got Hunty 500, you've got Extreme Burn, things with money people really dig on. So I'm a big fan of that stuff as well. One of my personal favorites that I've created, kind of created out of necessity, a trick called Capture, where you can borrow a cell phone, borrow a coin, and you can put the coin into the phone. There's no apps or anything. So it was kind of like created out of necessity because I wanted to do it without having my own phone. You can borrow the phone, right? So that's a really close one to me, I would have to say. As far as other things, I just like kind of utility stuff. I really like having a Swami writer or Boon writer, and you can read people's minds and stuff like that. A really, really fun thing. And City Prediction's another fun thing I always have with me. It's a phone thing. Soma created it, and it's crazy, and I use it a lot. City Prediction's another very, very strong piece of magic that I use all the time. So those are a couple of my favorite things. Yeah. What is the best way to do the double lift? True Magician's asking. True Magician, if you want, I will go into the jam cam in a minute, and I'll show you what I believe is the best way to do the double lift, or at least my thoughts on it. I've put a lot of work into my double lift, and I'm excited always to talk about it. I've worked on the double lift for probably about 10 years, and to give you an idea of how much I love it, I was on a plane recently, and I always take a deck of cards with me, as we all do. We're all hooked on this stuff, right? And I put the little tray table down, and I literally practice my double lift for 2 hours straight and have a little routine that I do, and I'm just doing it and doing it and doing it, and that's kind of what it takes to get something to look like nothing. That makes sense. You want to do something that doesn't draw attention, that it looks normal and natural, and it takes doing it just so many different times, repeating it over and over to do that. So I'll show you that in just a couple minutes. We'll jump into some talk on the double lift. I'll be more than happy to help you out with that. Yeah. Johan, you got captured in the mail today. That's great. I'm glad that you liked it. Very, very cool. Sintaki's asking a question about something I'm glad that you brought up. Sintaki, thank you. How good is Sucker Punch? I think about buying it and wonder how good it is for table hopping. Here's the deal, guys. Sucker Punch solves a couple problems. Number one, price. Money's important to us. And it's always good when you can make more money than spending it on the magic products that you're having to buy to perform. With Sucker Punch, though, the cool thing is you're getting a set of chips that if you were to buy these same gimmicks in coins, like $50 or dollar size, you're just going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And that's no BS. That's the truth. So the nice thing with this set is it's $40, and you get 14 chips. Now, 8 of the chips are regular. You get 4 regular red chips and 4 regular blue chips. And this is something else I'm glad you asked about, because a lot of people have been asking me, what do you get? You also get a shell for the blue and for the reds. You get 2 shells, and they fit over the whole set. And they also fit over the other coins that are included, which are split coins. And those are the other 4 coins that are included in the set, which allow you to do some of the beautiful changes you've seen Eric Jones do, where you can literally show the poker chip, wave your fingers, and it changes color back again, and your hands are empty. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. A lot you can do with it. Very durable, very well made. And that set that you're getting would cost you, honestly, hundreds of bucks if you went and bought it in coins. So this was created by a worker for workers and people that want to do this stuff. And I really think you're going to like it. And that's a very unbiased opinion. I'm not here to talk about that stuff. Someone literally asked about it. But I really think you guys will like it a lot. And the response has been amazing already. And the people that have seen Eric doing stuff with the set for a while are so glad to see it out. So it's very, very cool. Yeah. Let's see. Let me jump back over to Facebook real quick. I don't want to ignore you guys. Each coin gimmick is an average. Yeah, so Rich Bacone points that out. If you were to buy the set, the coins from that set separately, they'd be about 30, 40 bucks, just a piece. So think about that. This is a very wise investment for something. If you've always wanted to do coin magic too, it's just a very good set, and Eric is a great teacher, so you'll learn a lot of good stuff too. Hello, Mr. Takel. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me again. Good to see you, sir. This is Kai again from Munich. Kai, I remember you. Good to have you back. Awesome to see you. All right. Let's see. Just saw the coin and everything. Looks great. Ah, cool. Skycap 2.0. Thank you, Daniel. All right. Let's see. Hello from Sweden. How are we doing out there? Hello, Canada from Kelby. I see you, Kelby. Aiden. How are we doing, Aiden? All right. Hope you're enjoying. Yeah. Hope you guys are all enjoying this. This is great. All right. Cool. There's a couple other friends I see hiding up there. I see Lazarus Benson. Lazarus, good to see you as always, my friend. All right. James Paul, saw you. Chris Ronick. Good to see you again, Chris. Good to have you here. All right. Kelby's asking, this is over on Facebook, what's a good way to start out making money on magic? So, Kelby, that's a good question. I think a lot of it depends on how good you are and how comfortable you are. I don't mean that you need to be the most proficient, expert card guy or card girl in the world, but if you know how to do the tricks without having to stare at the deck and do the moves while people are watching you, then you know you're ready. If you can just have fun and you can communicate with people and just perform, then it becomes a lot easier and a lot more natural to perform. And that way I think you'll know you're ready. There's nothing worse than trying to start before you're ready because you can't go back and take that back. You know, if you want to do restaurant work or table hopping work, and you go out there and you try to do it and you're not ready, well then you can't go back to that place and try it again because you've already tried that and they've already turned you down. So just make sure you're ready. I think that's the most important thing. And in my opinion, you'll know when you're ready. It's good to be eager. It's good to want to get out there and do stuff, but just make sure you're ready. And I really believe that the more you perform, and with the holidays coming up, I've said this before, the more that you perform, especially during the holidays, you've got family and friends, you've got Halloween events, you've got Thanksgiving, people come together, you've got Christmas, all these different things. You're around a lot of people that are going to be forgiving. If you mess up, don't worry about it. At least you're getting some experience, and that's the only way that you're going to learn. Sometimes you got to fail to learn how to do the right things, right? Good question, Kelby. All right. Dylan, do you like rap and hip-hop? Sure. Bam. Yeah. I do. Yes. Let's jump back over to YouTube real quick. Hello from Davenport, Florida. How we doing, Engel? All right. Hello, Luis Andre. Cards Royalty. Hello. Good to see you. Magic Willamette. Sorry, I didn't pronounce that right. All right. Au revoir. Hello from Georgia. Nero Mathers. Good to see you, Nero. I've got a video of yours to share too. That's the cool thing, guys. If you want to share videos with us, with your magic, the best way to do that and the easiest way to do that is on the Murphy's Facebook page. There's a place there where you can send us private messages, and you can also upload your videos directly there. And a lot of you flooded me last week with videos. I'm going to share as many as I can this week of your magic, the stuff you're performing. And so if you want to have your stuff featured here, you can send it our way. I'll be more than happy to do that. So don't be shy. All right? Cool. Frederico asked a question. If you add on someone else's trick, can you call it something else? Now, that's a good question. In magic, because we're such a small community of people anyway, it's easy to get in touch with other creators, other magicians, especially now with the internet, that if you're really working on someone else's trick, I think it's best to contact them, because for all you know, they've actually done the thing or worked on the thing that you're working on too. I've had people do that with me, and I've politely said to them, I'd prefer that you not release this because this is something I've also toyed with, I've worked on, and it's too close to my trick. And people are cool with that. And I always have a lot of respect for people that do that. So as a creator myself, I find it very, very refreshing when people reach out based on your work. And it may open you up to meeting someone or talking to someone that you might not have ever met before. And if they're thinking along that same wavelength, if they're thinking the same way you do, it'd be pretty cool to get to know someone like that. So I think for you, get in touch with the creator first, if you can. I know some of them aren't around anymore. And do it the right way. Permission, or at least get their blessing. I mean, how much better could it be than get a quote from the person that inspired you or your trick to promote your trick too, right? So I think it's a good thing to do. Just do the right thing. And you're welcome, Federico. Hope that helped you out, bud. Hope that helped you out. All right, let me retweet something real quick, and we'll continue here on this week's show. All right. Once again, if you guys are new to the show, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad to have you here. Don't forget to tell me out there where you're from. If you're a new viewer, I'm always excited to meet so many of you wherever you are out there in the world. TJ, yes, upload that video. Awesome, cool. Rich Picone, fall is the best gimmick. Yeah, fall is great. It's a really, really cool thing. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the trailer. You can take a Sharpie, bounce it on the edge of a table, stand back, and it'll fall over whenever you want. It's really, really cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. Yes. All right, cool. So, you know what? I'm going to show some of the magic now that you guys have been sending my way. This is going to be really fun. Let's see here. Double lift tips. Yes. So I'm going to share a couple of the things, and Terry, I'll get to the double lift tips in just a minute. I'll share a couple of the clips you guys have sent me. I've got almost 10. And then I will go into the jam cam, and I'll show you some of the ideas I have, or some of the thoughts I have with the double lift. I'm very passionate about it. So I'm glad that some of you out there would like to have a little more info about it as well. So I'm going to pop up the first clip. This is from... who are we going to pop up? We'll go Bobby Dempster. We'll go Bobby Dempster first. Bobby is a friend of the show. He's been on before. Bobby sent me this. This is a very cool thing. This is a version of shin splint. This is his work on that. So I'm going to show you a clip from one of you guys, one of the viewers. This is from our friend, Mr. Bobby Dempster. Check it out. So there we go, my friends. That is some shin splint action from Mr. Bobby Dempster. Looks like Bobby's still working on this, and that's good. I'm glad to see that, Bobby, you're trying this, because I know when Shin does it, it's a continuous thing, and it looks like when Bobby's doing it, he's stopping in between each one to reset and get ready for the next one. But I love the fact that he's sharing the evolution of this with us, and Bobby, I want to see this as you go forward. I'm going to push you here. And this is what I like about this interaction that we can do here is I want to push you now. I want to see a video of you doing the routine from start to finish in one shot. I know you got the mechanics there. I've seen you. You can do the moves. Now I want to see you do it in one fluid routine. That's my challenge to you. And if you do it, I'm going to hook you up with a free deck. Easy as that. I'm going to hook you up with a free deck of cards if you do that for me. And I know it's a very hard trick, but I will definitely make it worth your while. So if you want to work on that a little bit more, I'll hook you up with a free deck. Easy peasy. All right, cool. And thanks, Bobby, for sending that my way. It's always fun to see what you're up to, my friend. All right. There was another video I'm going to show you real quick, then I'm going to jump over to the Jam Cam. This is something from Cody. I think it's Cody Gaudet, or yeah, Gaudet. And this is a clip of NFW. There were some people last week that asked me about one of my favorite packet tricks, and someone mentioned NFW, and they asked me if I would do it. I didn't have it, and I figured, well, I might do it this week, but then he sent me this clip. So I'm going to show you, this is a version of NFW that Cody does, and if you've never seen it, get ready. This is a really fun trick, and thank you to Cody for sending it my way. I'll be right back. Check this out. And there is the ending that catches all the magicians off guard if they've never seen it before, where you change the jokers to the aces. Good stuff from Cody. Thanks for sending that my way, Cody. I really appreciate it. And there is NFW, guys. You have a packet of 4 cards. You turn them over one at a time as you count them, and then at the end they turn into 4 aces. And the jokers go to aces, and people are like, what the heck just happened? Great stuff. And thank you again to Cody for sending that my way. And don't forget, if you do want to send some stuff my way, easiest way to send me videos is on Facebook. You can do that. Send us a private message, and you can upload your video directly right there. I get it, obviously, because I'm showing your stuff here on the show, right? So keep sending that stuff my way. Don't be shy. I love to feature you guys here. And also, I'm going to have more stuff from other people actually teaching you guys tricks they've been working on. We had one from Alex Sattore, and we're going to have more stuff going forward. And I can't wait to share that with you. All right, cool. Scott Alexander's here. Scott, a pleasure to see you, sir. Big fan of what you do and have done for years. Very, very cool to see you here. Thanks for hanging out. Zach Gibson, always a pleasure, man. Thanks for hanging out. Always good to see you. I'm glad to see you here earlier this time. That's great. Back over here on YouTube. Hello, YouTube friends. I saw Lance Miller out there. How you doing, Lance? It was a pleasure to meet you in Las Vegas recently. How we doing out there? David Burcombs, how we doing out there? Yes, Scary Plants, great person as a reference for that stuff, yes. All right, I'm now going to jump over to the Jam Cam. I'm going to hook you guys up with some talk about, we're going to talk about the double lift for a couple minutes. I'm not going to dwell on it, but a couple different people have asked me to talk about it, and so we're going to talk a little bit about the double lift now, all right? So if you are a new viewer, I'm going to welcome you to one of my favorite features. I know you guys have really been enjoying it as well, and that is the Jam Cam, where I am now live with you. Don't forget again, if you would like, these are my pumpkin seeds, of course. If you would like to win a deck this week, my Facebook friends, last week you had a chance to win Darkfall. This week, my Facebook friends, all you need to do is give this video a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there and you're in the running for a Memento Mori deck. And my YouTube friends, you're in the running for a Darkfall deck this week. All you need to do is post a comment after this video goes up on the on-demand. Give me some feedback, tell me where you're from, whatever it is, and I'll pick one of you at random to win a Darkfall deck. It's that easy. Now to the double lift. All right. So I've talked a little bit about the double lift in the past, but I'm really excited to share it with you here because it was specifically asked about. People asked about the right way to do a double lift. Peter Eggink, what's shaking, buddy? Really good to see Peter out there. If you guys haven't seen Peter Eggink's work, you're missing out on some of the best stuff in the magic world. All right. So the double lift in general, for me, I do it as a straight push-off double, just like so. And when I was talking about earlier, I literally do this on the plane. And I'm going to grab my other deck here to show you this. I literally sit on the plane and I do this exercise where I push off a double, deal it, push off a double, and then I push off a single, and then I deal it. And I do this literally for 2 hours straight, just getting the feel for where the money spot is, that sweet spot is. And that, for me, is the right way, if you could do a double lift, that it would look the same way that is if you were doing it as a single lift, right? Ideally. Now, that's where I want to get now into the detail of what's wrong with stuff. And I think for me, the wrong thing to do when it comes to double lift, you don't have to do a push-off, is just this tension. And I'm going to do this what I think is the wrong way now. It's this tension where you're grabbing cards and you're doing unnatural stuff, or you're doing the lift up. And then you're coming here and you're doing things like this. I think the important thing, and I'm going to jump back over to my cam real quick. I think the important thing to remember, guys, is when it comes to the double lift in general, it's one of the most used moves in card magic. So we use it a lot, but we tend to overlook it. We gloss it over because we're so excited to get to the tricks that we can do with it. And in return, we end up just throwing off to the side, and we don't really give it the attention that I think that it deserves. And so it's just the thought that, Robbie Moreland, good to see you, man, that if we're going to use that move, probably more than any other move in card magic, shouldn't it get some love? Might not be sexy. You can't go online and post videos of yourself doing it. But for me, I would rather be working on this stuff than filming videos to put online. I'd rather be working on this stuff and making it look good than just throwing up crap online that people can watch and tell me how great it looks. I don't care about that. I want to do the moves, and I want to do them right. And that takes time. And that's where I'd rather put my time. So, and Dylan has a good point. It is one of the most abused moves, and that's a shame, because look at what you can do with it. The simplicity of it. Cards can change in people's hands. You can do a lot of other crazy stuff, but we just do it. We don't think about it. That sucks. So let's jump back over real quick to the jam cam. I'm not going to go on too much longer about the double lift, but in my opinion, if you're going to do a double lift, a couple simple things, if you're new to card magic, a couple simple things you can do right away to help you is to just push over the cards, spread the deck, and get your break when you come back. So if you're going to go through the deck, now when you come back and you square up the deck, if you want to get a break under 2 cards, just square up those cards and get your break then. There's nothing I hate seeing more, and this is just the magician in me, I get it. It's seeing guys fumble at the back of the deck, or if they go to do it on the side of the deck, and if you could really just turn a card over, what would you do? Wouldn't you just do that? You're not going to be all fumbly. You're not going to be all tense. There's no tension. There's no stress. It's just doing it, right? And then once you do it, it just looks like it would happen otherwise. Like I said, that's 10 years of work. That's 10 years of me doing that move a lot. It's where I could feel the deck and do that. And that's not me sitting here trying to make myself look good. That's me being honest with you that I quietly work on stuff that I care about. And that's a move I really care about. And that's why I'm glad someone asked me about it. So there you go. If you have any other questions about the double lift, I'm more than happy to hook you up with that. Brandon Ellis. Hey, Luke, give my girlfriend a shout out. Her name is Jenny. How we doing out there, Jenny? Pleasure to see you. Joseph, Texas agrees with you. All right. Tejas, loving some Tejas. Oh, yeah. Hey, Luke, good to see you. Ryan James McKeerley, I've got a clip of yours as well to share. Thanks for sending that my way, Ryan. I'll share that here in just a little bit. All right. Back over to YouTube. How we doing out there, Dylan? What's up, Tom Rose Magic? Always a pleasure, Mr. Tom Rose. All right. How do we send in magic? Jaron Evans, there's 2 different ways. If you want to submit a trick, if you want to have something produced, go to murphysmagic.com/submit-a-trick, and you can submit your trick there. If you want to have a video of yours featured on the show, you can do that by going over to the Murphy's Facebook page. That's facebook.com/murphysmagicsupplies. Send us a private message, and you can upload your video directly right there. I can get it, and I can put it right here on the show. Those are a couple easy things that you can do to get in touch with me. What's up, Colin Otto? Just got here. Good to have you here. All right, cool. You know what? Now that I'm talking to you guys, let's share some more of your magic. Let's share some more of yours. And actually, I have something of Mr. Ryan James McKeerley who just popped up. So let's show something, one of you guys. Let's show you guys off again. This is from Mr. Ryan James McKeerley. I'm going to talk you through this one a little bit. Check it out. This is from you guys again. One of our viewers submitted this to me. This is Ryan James McKeerley. He's got a 3 of diamonds here. It's a card. He's going to wave his hands over it just a little bit. And there you go. That card changes right there into a nice, crisp $20 bill. That's right, guys. Thank you, Mr. Ryan James McKeerley, for sending that my way. I love it. I love it when I see nice offbeat stuff with cards and changing into money and stuff. Really cool to see that. Thanks again for sending it my way. And I love when you guys send me magic to look at. It's always fun, and I love to share it here on the show. Spread the good word about the magic that you guys are out there doing. All right, cool. Do you have any work on Marlowe's tilt? I do, Dylan, and I'll probably give you that in just a little bit. So hang on tight for that. Keep those magic questions coming in as well. I'd be more than happy to hook you up with some info, some knowledge about some stuff for half an hour into the show. We've got about another half an hour to go, so keep those questions coming. I'd be more than happy to do my best to hook you up. All right. How we doing out there, YouTube friends? How we doing? Hope everybody's having a good time out there. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. All right. Bobby Dempster just sat here abusing shin splint, trying to do it fluently. Bobby, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot. I think that it's good sometimes when we get challenged to do stuff. And I know you've got the skills to do it. So it's just a friendly challenge from me to you to try to do something to take it to the next level. And I'll make it worth your while. All right? Cool. Caitlin, how we doing out there? I just joined. Good to see you. Caitlin, it's good to see you too. Thanks for joining us here on our Facebook page. All right, cool. Very, very good to see you. All right. Jake DeClerc, any tips for the second deal? I think a lot of the moves that we do in general, this is going to sound generic, but I think that when it comes to any of those intense slides, those like the pass, the double lift, second dealing, bottom dealing, it's being relaxed. Tension creates attention. And when you're tense, people can sense it, and they can feel it, and they can see it in your hands, and look where your attention goes. When you're working really hard to do a move, your attention goes from the deck, or excuse me, your eyes go down to the deck, and you're just focused on the deck. Whereas if you're comfortable doing a move and you're relaxed doing a move, then your attention's up here. You're just talking, you're just casual, just having fun. So I think the biggest tip for any move you want to learn is to not be so tense doing it. Just relax, try to do it fluidly. That's going to happen over time, but just don't feel like you have to be pressured to do the move this one way because it's this technical thing. Just be loose with it. I think that's a good way to do it. Let's see. Nick, you seem tricked up. Luke, did you like it? Yeah, it was good. It was good, yeah. Do you have a favorite stand-up deck switch? Yeah, I mean, the one, Gregory Wilson's Cold Case is great. Very, very cool. I used to do one as well, just my jacket, almost like as a Crossing the Gaze thing from Tamariz, you know? But yeah, Cold Case by Gregory Wilson's really cool. Yeah. Andy Harrison, over on Facebook. Hey, Luke, what are your thoughts on using invisible thread while working at a gig, such as lighting issues, etc.? I think, are you talking walk around? Are you talking about, like, I'm assuming if it's a gig, it's probably not like a show, right? It's just showing up, maybe doing some walk around stuff. TJ, yo from Cali again. Sup, Cali? All right. You give me kind of more details about that, and I'll be happy to help you out, Andy. All right, with the invisible thread question there. Sven deck and blank Svengali deck. Svengali decks are great. They're one of those things that they kind of get tossed aside like a thumb tip. People think, oh, it's just that. There's a lot of powerful stuff you could do. And if you go to a convention and you drop some subtle stuff with a Svengali deck, you're going to crush magicians. Just saying. Just saying. Andy's asking about restaurant magic and invisible thread. I think a lot of it has to do with the lighting. You got to make sure that if you're backlit, that's where thread. People think the misconception is the light hitting you is the light you need to be concerned about. But that's the opposite. You need to be worried about the light that's behind you. So if you're in a restaurant setting and you can do the floating or the animation or using the thread kind of close to your body, so where you're blocking it, you're going to stop the light from hitting it and people seeing it. Keep in mind again that it's the backlight that matters, not the light hitting. So you want to make sure you know what's going on around you, behind you, because that's where it's going to kill you when it comes to invisible thread. I think it's something you can definitely do and use. Just be mindful of definitely that situation going on. I hope that helps you out. And good luck with restaurant magic. I love doing that stuff. It's a lot of fun, and you'll get really, really good really, really quick. Yeah. Let's see. What's your favorite opener for stage from Dylan? Man, for stage. Not really a stage guy, gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, though, if I was gonna do a stage thing, like a stand-up kind of deal, I'd probably do Priceless by Richard Sanders because it just has such a good built-in thing. And as an opener, I think it'd be really, really cool as well. So, yeah, cool. Back over to YouTube again. How are we doing out there, YouTube friends? Love you, man. Oh, Christian, thank you. How do you take your magic to the next level? I think you just stick with it. I think when it comes to taking your magic up a notch, it's just sticking with it, learning, and knowing when to listen. A lot of people think they know everything, which is why I think you see people on YouTube and other places on a trailer or a video someone else has done, and they just want to tell everyone they know how to do it. They're not telling you what they did, but they're saying, oh, I know how he did that. I think there's a lot that could be learned, but sometimes we're too quick to think that we know things that we probably don't know. A wise man learns by not speaking. Think about that. There's a lot that you can pick up from other people, other things, and just read, absorb, study the classics and the things that have come before. Those are the tools you can use to build. And especially within the magic community, not a lot of people are familiar with the history. So if you're knowing that stuff first and you can take it and you can build on it, you're so far ahead than other people and you can do a lot more with it. There's a lot of hidden gems out there. So I think just studying and learning and conventions are great and just hanging out with other magicians, but just learn. Be willing to learn and absorb. There's nothing worse than if you're a teacher and you want to teach someone, if that person's not willing to listen and learn, they're not going to hear a word you're saying. So just make sure you're wanting to learn and absorb, you know? All right, let's see. Dylan asks, this is over on YouTube, Dylan Bradshaw, do you think playing cards are an overused prop in Magic? I don't know if they're overused. I think they're almost like a stereotypical prop in Magic. People almost expect you to do pick a card, any card. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's an overused thing. I definitely think that it's something people almost expect out of us, which is cool because sometimes you can play that against them. You can use what they know against them too. Something I tend to do a lot. So yeah, the Blind-Sided Story, interesting name. This is on YouTube. Which can be more powerful, coins or cards? I think it depends. I think that if you mix the two together, that's probably going to be a lot more powerful than if you just do straight cards or straight coins. If you can do a little bit of both, I think that would make your Magic in general a lot more powerful. So variety is the spice of life, right? Cool. Master77, can you teach us a card trick or coin trick? Yeah, I'll teach you guys a trick here in just a couple minutes. I'm just trying to get through the question part of the show. And then I'll go into the Jam Cam, which if you're a new viewer, I do have the Jam Cam set up today for you guys over here. I got the cards ready. I'm ready to rock out some magic for you and with you, so hang tight. We'll jump over there in just a couple minutes, and I will be more than happy to perform something for you and teach it for you today. Yeah. Mago Tiragi, can you say I love magic? Yes, I love magic. There you go. Tom Rose Magic, you going to Blackpool this year? I don't know. That's up in the air. I'll let you know as we get closer to Blackpool. I've been before. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. How we doing over there, Facebook? Javier Montelago, I've been working on not using cards, at least with my character, but I like your thought. Thank you, Javier. Appreciate that. Claude Wyatt, how are we doing out there? Always a pleasure, sir. Always good to see you. All right. Let's see here. I'm also going to show some more content now from some of the viewers out there. Who are we going to show off today? I know I saw Joko earlier. So Joko, if you're still out there, Steve Parker, I miss you, buddy. How we doing? So let's show Joko here, Joko Curacio. This is a clip from him. And I will show this to you guys. And I will be back in just a second. This is a short clip, but I hope you enjoy it. This is our friend Joko.
So, 2 jacks, hearts and diamonds. Say stop.
Stop.
Just like that. We get the 2 of clubs. 2 of clubs, lagyan sa gitna. Tapos, 2 jack. Watch. Ang gitna, di ba? 1, 2, 3.
And there we go. It's a very nice visual moment where that sandwich card, or the card in the middle of the deck, visually travels up in between those 2 cards and sandwiches it. Very nice stuff from Joko. Thanks for sending that my way, Joko. Really enjoyed that, and I know the rest of the guys out there did as well. So cool stuff. All right. You guys are asking about learning some magic from me and all that good stuff. So I tell you what, here's what we're going to do first. All of you out there, I'm going to give you a chance right now to get your hands on 5 free tricks. These are from Gregory Wilson. You get the first one today if you sign up. The rest of them get emailed to you each and every day after this. It's all free, though. Don't worry about that. And this is some stuff right from Gregory Wilson, and he's also a great teacher. So I'm going to show you this real quick, and then we'll be back, answer a couple more questions, and I'm going to teach you something from my own personal repertoire. Coming right up. Stay tuned.
I'm going to do everything I can to not sound like a sales pitch. But listen, 5 free tricks right out of my repertoire. They're fantastic, part of my immodesty, but they're impromptu. Listen, pens, bills, everyday objects, anytime, anywhere, you'll love it. Just hit the subscribe button, have a lot of fun. We'll see you on the other side. You can always hit the unsubscribe button. I don't recommend it, but did I mention free? 200, 300, 400. What? It's great, we'll have some fun. All I have to say is limited time offer. While supplies last, operators are standing by. See you soon.
And welcome back, my friends. It's that easy. Gregor Wilson told you exactly what to do. Get on that, and if you will get your first trick from him today. And like I said, you'll get a brand new one each day after that until you have all 5. So get on that and have some fun. I know I love it when I love it when people like Greg take the time to share stuff, and he's such a good teacher too. So yeah, check that out. All right, cool. Back over to YouTube real quick. Jonathan Kaiser's, hey Luke, it's awesome that you do this for us. As a beginner, I want to say thanks so much for your time. Oh man, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here and help you out, Jonathan. You're welcome. Very, very welcome. Show some more clips of us showing you clips. That's funny, Jared. Tell me that. Gregory is the man. Yes, he sure is. Mago, catch you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, cool. Let's see here. Coin Magic Choco. Use how to get more gigs. Getting more gigs. There was a great at the table lecture recently. Andy Gladwin came on, talked a lot about the business side of magic, how to book more gigs, different ways to tap into different markets that you might not be aware of. It's a very small investment. Andy Gladwin at the table lecture. I'm not a full-time performer, so for me to try to sit here and give you advice, I think would be a disservice to you. Andy does do that, and it's a great lecture, and you can pick it up from your favorite dealer. It's super cheap, full of knowledge, and I think that if you really want to take that next step, learn from people like Andy that are actually out there doing it. You know what I mean? Cool. Let's see here. What else have I got for you? Let's jump over to another friend of mine. This is Rob Greenlee. This is Rob hanging out at the beach. I like this for a couple of different reasons. It's just casual and it's relaxed. And Rob's a really cool guy. So check this out. I'll walk you through it real quick. This is Mr. Rob Greenlee. He's hanging out at the beach, just taking a little stroll. We're going to come down here with Rob. He's got his hands empty. I like this a lot. You can see he just grabs some of the sand off the ground there. And then he just squeezes the sand together. And the really nice thing is he actually gets a little bit of a shell to appear out of nowhere. So that's really nice. You get the loose sand, and then it changes into a seashell. I like organic kind of weird stuff like that. So thanks, Rob, for sending that my way. And it's always nice to see coin stuff, which is kind of what he did. He took like a coin principle and he applied it to something totally organic. Clever, clever thinking. You haven't seen something, by the way, talking about organic. I don't know if you've seen on our Facebook page, one of the latest posts below this was a version of Flight by Kevin Lee with a candy bar. It looks sick. The guy breaks off a piece of the candy bar. It hangs in midair, and then it turns, and then it floats back up to the bar, and it restores. It's great. I love that kind of stuff. I really, really like that kind of stuff, so that was cool. Yeah. There's one other clip I want to show you, and then I'm gonna teach you something this week. This is something that has been driving everybody crazy all over our socials, all over the internet. This is crazy. This is Takumi Takashi. This guy's a student of Leonard Green. If you haven't seen this yet, hang tight. This is going to fry the living crap out of you. This is crazy, it's intense, and it's beautiful because he's taken something so hard and he makes it look so, so easy. Enjoy this clip from Takumi Takashi. He's going to fool the crap out of you. What just happened? What just happened? Done. I mean, this guy comes out of nowhere and I found him on Instagram. Crazy. I love good magic. I love that, and I can't wait to see what else this guy's got in store for us. Takumi Takashi, you just got yourself like a huge fan right here. Damn. That is intense, man. That makes my fingers just hurt. Yeah. Super, super hurt. Yeah. So cool. So, yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that. And now I'm supposed to teach you something after seeing that? You kidding me? Yeah. So, real quick too, if you guys are just getting here, if you would like to win some free stuff this week, because I did announce some winners earlier, our Facebook friends this week have a chance to win a free Memento Mori deck from me. This one goes right from me to you. All you need to do is give the video a thumbs up. The reason I do that is because the people that are watching later, I want you guys to have a chance to win too, and it gives me a list of all the people that have watched the video then, which is really, really cool. Otherwise, it doesn't tell me who the viewers were. So let me know that you're out there, and I'll pick one of you at random, and I'll hook you up with the deck. My YouTube friends, if you're new this week, after this show goes up, is it on demand? You guys have a chance to win a free Darkfall deck. All you have to do is post a comment. It could be some feedback for this show. It could be something you'd like to see. Or maybe just tell me where you're from and how you found the show. And you're also entered into the drawing next week to win a free Darkfall deck. Once again, some shout outs to our winners from last week. I want to do those really quick. Once again, if you guys missed it earlier, our Facebook winner, once again, was Mr. Timmy Ruin. Timmy was one of our friends here on the list of people that did give the video a little thumbs up. And you guys out there, I see a lot of you out there. Thanks for doing that. There's Timmy's name right about there. So congrats again to Mr. Timmy Ruin. That was really cool to see you pop in there. And of course, over on our YouTube friends, our winner that picked up the Memento Mori deck, that was Mr. Zach Fears. You can see his name right there. Zach Fears picked up that deck. And thanks again to all of you. I see a lot of you out there that posted those comments. Appreciate the comments, guys. Keep them coming next week. We'll be back and hooking you guys up with more and more comments. So I see a lot of my friends that posted those comments watching now too, so it's great to see all of you here as well. And also don't forget, just in general, and then we're going to jump into the Jam Cam, teach you some magic. Don't forget too, just in general, if you want to keep up with us, it's very easy to do that. We post a lot of fun stuff over on Instagram. You can find us. That's follow us over there at Murphy's Magic. There were some people earlier asking about Sucker Punch. This was a fun. This is a really fun picture of the Memento Mori deck. Someone put. I love this. This was from Fabian, from a guy named Fabian, and we gave him a shout out. Really clever. I like this. This is the whole Halloween theme. I like that a lot. And then we have Eric Jones here showing off some of the Sucker Punch goodness. And if you guys haven't seen this yet, the coin through table, I'll show you this alone. This is crazy. Watch this. He's got a chip. He takes the chip, he puts it right there on the table, and then he comes over, and he just taps his finger, and it goes right through the table. And it's that's it. That's how you do that. That's Sucker Punch. If you want to see more, you can find the full trailer, of course, over on the YouTubes over there. That's a good spot to find that. All right, cool. And of course, the other good social spot that we're on, we're always posting stuff, including this week's episode, is over on the Twitter. So if you want to keep up with us over on Twitter, you can do that as well. All you have to do is follow us over there. That's at Murphy's Magic as well. We're always posting updates on what we're doing. This is a lot of updates now because we're live. And also other magic news and stuff. We posted stuff with Stephen Brundage. He's been out performing a lot. Penn Jillette's on TV coming up here soon. Got Matt Franco and his chips and his deck cards over at the link. And a lot of other fun stuff that's going on out there in the magic world. So make sure you're keeping up with us on all the fun social spots. We love to keep you informed on what's going on because there's a lot to tell you about, right? So, cool. All right, guys. I think it's now time to do some live Jam Cam action. So let me just move a couple things out of the way. Thanks for hanging tight. We are going to jump into some magic right about now. So here we go. Welcome, my friends. If you're new to the show, welcome to the Jam Cam. This is the live experience we're proud to offer you that basically we love to show you magic, and then we love to teach you how to do it. So you get a freebie straight out of my own repertoire. And I've never taught this trick, and that's the truth. A lot of people will say that, but that's the truth this week. I have really never taught this anywhere. And I figured, you know what? You guys are cool. You guys are here. So I'm going to do that this week. So this is a really fun piece that basically I've taken an old effect of mine and worked it out to know where I can do it impromptu. And that's a really fun thing for me. So I'm going to give you the little presentation, a little spiel, as though I would do it if you're really here. And then I'll teach you how to do this, okay? So basically what you do is you have someone that asks you if they can see something. And you go, well, I'll give you something, but I'll give you a trick. I'll teach you a trick, or excuse me, I'll show you a trick. But I'm going to get something from you first. And so you have them name any card. We'll just say they name the 4 diamonds. And you hand them a marker and you have them sign the card. And you tell them that the reason that you want them to sign the card is because you want to remember this moment. Because you meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of different people. And when people sign cards, that helps you to remember the moment and that person. And so that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to have the 4 diamonds. They would sign it. And then we're going to take the 4 diamonds. We're going to place it over here into the box. That's your part. Now it's my turn. Now it's my part to give you something, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a card as well. And so my card, well, we'll go with the jacks. We'll go with the jack here. Now, I'll tell you what. Why don't I try this? Let me see if I can find the other jacks. All right, so we've got 1 jack here. So let's put that one down. Let's see if I can get the other ones. Here we go. So a couple cuts. Let's see how I did. There we go. Got another jack. All right, that's 2. We'll go again. A couple more cuts right about here. 1 more little guy here. That's jack number 3. All right. And then a little dribble. And then last but not least, hopefully, there it is, jack number 4. We have all 4 jacks, right? Now, the cool thing is, I'm now going to show you the magic. Now I was kind of showing off, but now I'm going to show you the magic. And I'll do that using the 4 jacks. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4, right? Here we go. We're only going to use 1 of them, though. So keep your eyes on that guy right there, the jack of spades, all right? So jack of spades goes down right there. All it takes is a moment to go from there to there. It jumps back, along with the jack of clubs and the jack of diamonds. Of course, you've already filled in the blanks. That, of course, I mean, that would be the jack of hearts because it's missing. But as fate would have it, things aren't always as they seem because that's your signed 4 of diamonds that I was going to keep to remember this by, because now we're over here in the box, and they can open the box and check it out if they want. In the box is the jack of hearts. No other cards in the box. Completely empty, completely normal. And that, my friends, is an impromptu version of a trick of mine that I used to call Stuck on Daily. And now you can do this with any deck. And I hope that you enjoy that one. So I'm going to jump back over to me real quick. That's this week's trick. It is a really fun trick with a signed card. I love doing stories where I tell people that I'm going to do stuff to remember them and have them sign a card, and it kind of helps everything to make sense, because sometimes just having a card signed to have it signed, I just don't like that. So yes, Magic Jack, you're Canadian. Hello. Mahed, you're Iranian. Good to see you here. Kidx, Hungarian. Good to see you here. All right, Christian, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Hello from Sweden. Never heard of you before, but I'm a new follower. That's awesome, Arvin. All right, cool. There's a lot of us out there. I get it. Thank you, Nero. I appreciate that. Cool. All right. So, yeah, glad you guys are digging on that. So I will now show you the work on how to do that. So, King Magic. Ricards, you're a new weekly watcher. Cool. Good to have you here. King Magic. Luke, do you know what kind of playing cards are the best for Magic Tricks? Top 3 favorite. King Magic, honestly, I stick with bikes. I'm a no-nonsense kind of guy. Bikes, people know them, they see them, and they're easy to find, easy to get. Maybe I'm boring in that regard, but I really like bikes. That's just me. Yeah. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Javier, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, guys. Glad you're digging on it. All right, cool. So I'm going to give you the work now. Grab those cards. New Mexico in the house. Andrew, good to see you out there. All right. So I'm going to give you the work on this right now. I'll jump back over to the old jam cam, and we'll work this out. All right, cool. So basically, this is something that could be totally impromptu. There's no like gimmicks. There's no extra cards. The only real thing you need to do is to have a 4 of a kind on top of the deck, and they need to be separated colors. So the blacks together, the reds, or vice versa. Up to you. All right. Those are on top, and you can do that in between another trick. You could call them whatever you want to do. So grab those cards. Tell me, guys, what cards do you have in your hands this week? What do you got? You rocking bikes, you rocking tally-hos, you rocking something else? Tell me what you're rocking over there, especially on Facebook. What are you guys rocking over there? Roddy McGee, you're rocking the bikes too. Yes, right on. I hear you, man. All right. So you have those on top of the deck. You're 4 of a kind, and then once again, they need to be separated. All right, for this to work, because there's a little discrepancy here. So what you do now is you're going to have someone name any card that they want. And what you're going to do is, as you're going through the deck, you're going to reverse the bottom card of the deck. And that is now here. So you do that as you turn the deck face up and you're talking. You could literally just turn the card over. They're not going to know what you're doing. Just do it on the offbeat. So that card is reversed, okay? Now what you do, you go through the deck, you take out the card that they named. We'll just say this time they named the 10 of spades. It doesn't matter. And to make this make sense, of course, what you do is you're going to hand someone a pin, and you take this and you're going to put it on the bottom as you turn over the deck. So now you have a double ready to go, right? So once again, they name the card, you take it out, and you use it to kind of flip the deck over. And now you can put your hand out, extend your hand so that they can write their name on the card. Okay? Van McGee, WPT. Van, God, man, it's been forever. How you doing, Van? So now what I do is, if I'm performing, I would actually take this card that's signed, and I say, okay, I'm going to keep this now so I can always remember this moment, always remember you and this group that I'm performing for. I would take this and put it in my pocket, as though I really am going to keep it. I can't do that. I'm sitting, so let's pretend like the box is my pocket, okay? So that card, supposedly, their card goes into the pocket, but it's actually that jack. Put that in my pocket, I'm going to keep that, and I'll remember this. So now what you're going to do is you can perform a double lift of the top 2 cards. I'll usually do a fake shuffle, a false shuffle, whatever before this, but you don't have to. So we'll just do that, whatever you want to do, keeping everything in order. So now you do a double lift showing. So they picked the 10. So let's see, I'm going to pick a card too. I'll pick the jack. So now what you have is the jack and the 10 below it. Turn the double back over, deal it to the table. This is actually now their card. Now because you're going to show that jack again, you want to show it last. So you need to get it out of the way for now. So what I do is I double undercut it to the bottom of the deck. Very simply, you just double undercut that to the bottom. Right. I did too. All right. So you double undercut that to the bottom, and now you can just produce the top card because it looks like you've cut the deck a few times. And now look, I found another jack. Put that one on top of the first one. Do a few more false cuts. Just keep everything in order. Reveal the next top card however you want. You can flick it over. You could. I just did a quick little thing where I kind of revolve the deck over, and then I flick it over and put the deck back on. Whatever you want to do. Everything's on top of the deck. It's very easy. It's up to you. Show the next red jack. Now the last one's on the bottom. And so what I'll do is I'll do like this pull-out move to where I'll grab like top half of the deck and I'll slide out that bottom card with it. And I'll just kind of pop it around the front of the deck so it sticks out the front. You could do it that way. I know some people will do like a cut and then like revolve it up like that. Whatever you want to do, basically what you're doing is you're going to reveal the bottom card of the deck in your favorite way. So now you have supposedly all 4 jacks. This one now goes on top of the other cards and put the deck down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up those cards, and the order is their card on the bottom, the 2 red jacks in the middle, and the black jack on top. So what you need to do is you need to get a little discrepancy here. You need to displace the cards. Separate the top 2 cards in the right hand, the bottom 2 cards in the left hand. The bottom card of the right hand goes to the bottom, and then the top card goes below everything. Now, when you pick up the packet and you turn it over, you can do an Elmsley count to show 4 jacks. And we talked about the Elmsley count last week. So now you do your Elmsley count, and it's now set up because of the order of the cards to show 1, 2, 3, 4 jacks. Right? Now, take the packet, flip it over, show 4 cards again, and now you're going to get a break beneath these 2 as you put them back over here, right on top. Turn your double over, showing, okay, now here comes the magic. I found 4 jacks, now I'll show you some magic. So that top jack, flip it over, deal it down on their hand is a good place to do it because it's not going to be their card. Deal that card down in their hand, take the next card, wave it, and show that it's now jumped back. And now you show the other jacks. And now they're going to think, before you say anything, that that is the jack of spades because it's missing. And now when they turn the card over in their hand, they're going to see their card, the signed card, that they saw you put away a long, long time ago. And now when you reach in your pocket, you pull out the missing jack. And that is a really fun signed card routine that you can do. And it's totally, basically, it's impromptu. You just need to get those 4 of a kind on top. But that's based on a trick I've been doing for a really long time called Daly's Stuck on Daily, which used some double stick tape and a duplicate card. And I always wanted to do it impromptu. And so that now is the work for that trick. And you can play that back later. You can rewind it, and you can check out anything. If you did miss anything, you can go back and check out the work. So I don't want to dwell too long on it. If you have specific questions about any of those moves, I can answer them now. But the trick itself, that's the work. I gave it to you. I hope you enjoy it. And that's something I've had a lot of fun with, and now it's yours. So enjoy it. All right, cool. That's the trick this week. That is the one from me to you. We'll just call it Stuck on Daily Junior. How about that? Yeah, there you go. Cool. Matthew Chook, should I learn the chop cup or sponge balls? Oh my gosh. Chop cup or sponge balls? I mean, sponge balls have a killer reaction. And you could do them walk around. I think do them both. But if you're going to do one that's walk around, sponge balls. They pack flat, play big. Very, very cool thing. So, yeah. For spectators, important is the effect, not the brand of the cards. Yeah, Chris Ronick, well said. Well said, Chris. Yeah. Terry Dunn, you're welcome. Jeffrey Simmons, you're welcome. Glad to share some stuff with you guys here. Always glad to do that. All right, cool. And last week, again, if you missed the episode, Alex Latore shared a really cool coin thing. Sometimes people ask for other stuff to learn too. So if you're looking for something with coins, you can find last week's live hangout featuring Alex Latore, where he takes a signed coin, puts it under the cellophane on a card box, gives a little wave, and the coin just visibly vanishes. It's gone. So you can check that out. It's a really, really cool thing and very easy to make up. And he teaches you how to do it on last week's show. Cool. Records, hey, is the legend true? Are you the creator of Double Six Tape? I might as well be at this point, right? I mean, yeah. Well said. Well said. Kidding. How often do you live? So I do it once a week. It's a lot of fun. And yeah. How is EVP? EVP's great, and it's great for Halloween. If you're looking for some Halloween stuff, a couple different ideas here. EVP's great. You can have spirits, ghosts, voices appear on a borrowed cell phone, and they get to keep it. Cut 2.0 is another good Halloween thing. So I know a lot of people asking about Halloween stuff. It's another really good one. Deceased by Jamie Dawes is another really good thing. That's got a good tone to it. Really, really cool. EVP, though, is a really good one. Really, really like that one. And there's some cards out now, too, that are really cool for Halloween. So, yeah, really, really cool. Ricards, what do you think about the Hummer card? I think it's great. Visually, people are just fried by it. I think less is more, though, with something like the Hummer card, where if you leave it floating too long, people go, oh, but if you do it and it's quick and it's visual and it's done, you don't give them time to process it. It just happens and it's done. So I think less is more with that. Jared Evans, more clips. I'll show more clips. Sure, let's do it. I got a couple more for you guys. Here's one from Nero Mathers. So thanks to Nero for sending this my way. So here comes another viewer-submitted clip. This one, once again, is from Mr. Nero Mathers. It's a little longer than the others, but it is good. So hang tight. I'll be right back. More magic from our viewers. And there you have it. That is some magic from my buddy Nero Mathers. I appreciate that, Nero, for sending it my way. Always good to see what you guys are up to with your magic stuff. Some skills going on there. And don't forget, if you guys want to send some magic our way and have it featured here on the show, you can do that. It's very easy. Probably the easiest way to do that is on the Murphy's Facebook page. You can send us a direct message, a private message, if you will, there. And you can actually upload the video directly to your message to us. So I get that. I see it. I can download it and drop it right here on the show. So if you have stuff you want to see here, send it my way. We've had a lot. I've got at least one more to show you this week. You guys have been blowing me up. So thanks for doing that. I love to feature you guys because you're doing the good stuff out there. And it's always good to be able to show you off, right? Cool. Sweet. So I've got one more to show you. This one comes, I believe, from my buddy Jack Hamill. This is from Jack. This one's fun. It's a version of a Matthew Beesh effect. I believe this is called Back Twist. This is a good one. So this is one more of our user clips, one of our viewer clips. And then if you have any last questions, you can get those in now. And when I get back, I will start to wrap up this week's show. Hope you're having a good time. So get those last questions in now, and I'll do my best to get them before I get out of here. All right? Hang tight. This is my buddy Jack Hamill. there you go, my friends. That is something from Mr. Jack Hamill. That is, once again, from Matthew Beesh. I believe that's called Back Twist. Nice surprise ending there. People think, oh, there's just the color on the other side, and then you show the other cards, and it's like, what just happened? Very nice stuff, and thank you to Jack for sending that my way to show here on this week's episode. Always good to feature your magic that you're up to over there. So, yeah. Is there any way to send a video other than Facebook? Colin asked that. If you really want to send something through to us, you can do that. Probably post your info on the YouTube channel here because that's coming on YouTube. Post your email address for me, Colin, and once this goes up in the on-demand, so I can see it, and I'll get in touch with you privately via email, and I'll do my best to hook you up. I've done that for a couple other people when it comes to sending videos my way, so you can do that, okay? Cool. Any other new products for Christmas? Yeah, we have some stuff coming out. Can't tell you too much about it, but there is stuff coming through the pipe for the Christmas season. There's actually something else. This is something from Eric Jones. There's coming this Friday. I can't tell you what it is. So keep an eye on the Murphy socials for something from Eric Jones, and it'll be available from all the magic dealers all over the world. It's a really cool thing, a nice utility gimmick that I know you guys are going to go crazy about. And yeah. Kiddix asks, is Sucker Punch good for someone who just started Coin Magic? I think it is. It's priced right, because sometimes people get intimidated with coin magic because they have to buy these expensive gimmicks, and you know, a good coin gimmick can cost $50 to $100 just for one. So it's intimidating. But if you really want to learn coin magic and you want to start to get introduced into coin magic that's visual and easy to do because of using gimmicks, I think Sucker Punch is good for you. It also has Eric Jones as your teacher, and Eric's a really good teacher. He makes it easy to learn as well. So I think that those things combined, I think you would probably have a good chance to learn coin magic if it's your first dabble with it. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Let's see here. What else do we have? I'm just checking my email. I think I had something from the team. Let me just check that out real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, let's see. All right, cool. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, Nero, you can send, and you guys, if you send clips in before, you can keep sending them over. It's cool. I can show more and more of your stuff as we go forward. So yeah, of course. Kevin Lo Alvarez, I send you my video. Hope. Oh, cool. Thanks. Appreciate that, Kevin. All right. All right. Yes, Bobby Dempster. Yeah, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it's a nice trick. That's a really nice trick. All right. Zach Shirley. Hey, Zach. What's up, man? Good to see you. Zach says, to whoever asked about the ending to an ambitious card, it's been a while, so I can't remember who did it, but it used a deck with a rubber band around it, and he just slid the card and visually came to the top. He won FISM. Yeah, I mean, Daryl has a great version of that with a rope called the Ultimate Ambition, I think is what it's called. I can actually find that here on the Murphy's page. So let me just see if that's here. Daryl. There's some... Daryl went to FISM and won it doing Ambitious Card, which just tells you how strong that trick really is. I think it's called the Ultimate Ambition. Or let me just see. I'm just pulling up on the website here so you guys can. The ending with the rubber bands was Jay Sankey. Yeah, Sankey did with the rubber band. That's right. Yeah. Yes, there was Evan. There were some winners with the decks. I announced those a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, you weren't one this week, but I'll tell you guys once again how you can win decks this week. And yeah, it's called Ultimate Ambition Improved. This is from Daryl. This is really, really cool. Yeah. Yes, so last week's winners, we announced those earlier. And if you want to win a deck this week, it's very easy. These are straight from my own stock, I guess you could say, my own swag bag. Last week, our Facebook friends had a chance to win Dartfall deck. This week, Facebook friends, you get a chance to win a Memento Mori deck. To do that, all you need to do is give this video a thumbs up. It's so that I know that you're out there and that you've watched this video. All right, you got to do that so that I know that you've watched this. That's how I can choose who the winner is. All right, and to my YouTube friends, you guys have a chance this week to win the other deck, which you didn't last week, which is the Dartfall deck, straight from my reserve again. This is something that you can get by posting a comment after this video goes up, once it's saved, so those comments stay. And you just need to give me some feedback about the show. Tell me what you like, what you'd like to see, or tell me where you're from so I can get to know you a little bit better. So I want to get to know you guys because we're starting to hang out more and more. So I'd love to get to know you. And you guys have a chance to win a Dartfall deck. All right, it's that easy. And it doesn't matter where you are out there in the world. I promise it doesn't matter. Everyone has an equal chance to win. We get asked that a lot. It doesn't matter. Okay, cool. All right. So I think we are going to start to wrap this up. I want to give a few shout outs to some of my friends that are out there. Matthew Chook, you might be right about this Eric Jones thing. Yes. Do you have any tips for presentation? I think try to make the presentation. This comes from Wouterloo. Sorry if I pronounced that right. Try to make it relate to you. Try to make it genuine, something that's related to you. If you try to do this whole other character, try to talk about stuff that doesn't make sense with you, it's going to look forced. It's not going to look right. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right. Cool, guys. Mr. from Bosnia, hello. Do you like the smoke watch? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Wish I thought of it, to be honest. It's a really cool idea. So, yeah, very, very cool. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've been going now for over an hour. We're going to wrap this up. Jack Hamill, thanks again for sending in your clip. Jack, if you missed it, I did feature your clip on this week's show, so thanks for sending that out my way. All right. Javier, you want them to. All right, well, then you just got to enter and you have a chance to win. And Beto by Dave Forrest is a pretty cool, ambitious card in it. Yes, Roddy, good call. Dave Forrest is a very, very clever guy. Does a lot of very clever stuff. Good call there. Yeah. So, thanks again to all my friends that are watching this week. Roddy McGee, I see you out there. Jack the Cleric, good to see you as always. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you there, sir. Zach Shirley, good to see you, man. Nice surprise there. TJ Anderson, catch you over on Instagram later, I'm sure. You were asking about who handles all the Instagram stuff. That'd be me. All right. Bobby Dempster, as always, good to see you, man. Kevin, thanks for hanging out. Janice, thank you for hanging out this week. All right. Kristen Roenick, always a pleasure, sir. Thanks for hanging out. Terry Dunn, thank you for hanging out as well. Min, so I see you out there. All right. And many, many more of you. I saw Rich Pacone earlier. Rich is always a supporter. Thanks, Rich, for hanging out. Jeffrey Simmons, I see you out there. Javier, very cool. Thanks. This was my first time. Good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again on one of our upcoming broadcasts, Mr. Javier. All right. And over on YouTube, I can't forget you guys too. Do Hyun Lee, hello, USA. All right. Colin, good to see you. I don't know about Magi Fest. I'm not sure. We'll keep you guys posted about that. Tim Pratt, thank you for hanging out. Jasper the Juggler, thanks for the trick. Yeah, you're welcome. If you guys are joining me now, I did teach something a little bit earlier. Once this goes up as the on-demand, I will put the time code in so you know exactly what part of the episode I did perform a trick for you and teach it as well. Okay? So, cool. Double-sided coins. What's the question about double-sided coins, Bronwyn? I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you there. When will this be posted? It'll be posted within the hour. It's not up to me. It's the processing on the back end of YouTube and Facebook. Sometimes it takes a little longer for them to process that and make it available, but it will be up within the hour, I'm sure. So they'll handle that for you. That's out of my control. Yes, cool. So always bringing you guys fresh magic to play with and work on. Cool. Sean Woolley, you're welcome. Glad to help you out. All right. Christian, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Cena, all right. And all the others that have come and gone. In the meantime, we have been going on for quite some time. Hope you guys have a great week as well. Thank you, Tim Pratt, for that. I appreciate that very much. Peter Nay, hope I win this day. Yeah, good luck. We'll see. Roddy McGee, yep, you got it, buddy. Always glad to be here for you guys. And good to see you. Bjorn, good to see you. Bjorn, you were asking about coin stuff earlier. I did want to say, Bjorn, that if you want to learn something coin-related, last week's episode featured something coin-related from Alex Latorre. He taught a trick using a coin. A very nice way to vanish a coin. And I want to make sure that I gave him a shout for that. So, yeah. Also, I did want to share one last thing. I should do this real quick because there's a friend of mine that's watched all the episodes and keeps asking if I would teach something. And I told him I would, and I haven't done it yet. So shame on me. I'm going to drop it in real quick. I'm going to jump back on the jam cam, and then I'm going to get out of here. I just thought of this, and I don't want to leave my buddy hanging again. I think his name is Sammy. Sammy's been asking for something that he would like to learn. And so I don't want to leave him hanging. So Sammy, this is for you and the rest of you guys. Check this out. This is a very quick and easy thing. I'm going to get out of here after this. This is basically a very quick control that you can do. This is called To the Table. And it looks like this. You got the King of Spades. We'll place the King of Spades down, square it up. And that king has now been controlled back on top of the deck. All right. Cool. So this is To the Table. I'm going to give you the work on this real quick. And then I'm going to run out of here. All right. So this is a very easy thing. I've shared this with a lot of people, and no one has been able to pinpoint exactly what this is. No one has told me that it's not mine. So I'm not going to sit here and preach like, oh, this is me. Someone said it looked like something related to Ben Earl, but we couldn't find a source and couldn't really find anything on it. So if you've seen anything similar to this, please send it my way. If I need to give credit to the right person, I definitely will. Okay, so this is the work. This is called To the Table because the action happens as you go to the table. Okay, this is a great thing you can use for the ambitious card or just the control in general. So what you do is you show the card, and you're going to hold the deck in the right hand. So now as you go to flip the card face down, as the right hand goes to the table, what you're going to do is you're going to use these fingers to slip the bottom card of the deck out and leave it side-jawed. And that you're giving basically this retention of vision to where they look down and see the cards go down, and then when they look up, they see a card sticking out the side of the deck. And so their assumption is that's the same card. And then you put that card out-jawed and put the rest on top, and now their card is actually back on top. I'll run that through you one more time. Ben Cook, good to see you, sir. All right, so one more time here. You can do this. They can say stop. You can do it as that. You can do it as an ambitious card. The card is signed. You can cut it back into the middle of the deck. Once again, you're going to take that card. You're going to flip it back over, go to the table, and it goes just like that. You guys are also looking straight down on me, so keep that in mind with angles. This is probably not something you want someone looking straight down on. But the work one more time is the card. As you go to flip it over, the right hand goes to the table and the left finger slip out that bottom card. And it happens in the action of taking this packet to the table. Here and here and here and here. And there you go. So that is from my buddy Sammy. I'm sorry, Sammy, I missed that last week, and I know maybe the week before that. But I wanted to make sure I slid that in this week for you, my friend. So there you go. Hope you enjoy that. All right, cool. Hello, William. How we doing out there? All right, cool. So that's it from me, guys, this week. Wanted to make sure I give you all the good stuff. And King Magic, thanks for the questions. As always, you got a lot of good questions. What are the best uses of double-sided coins in Magic? Heads or tails stuff's a lot of fun. You can predict stuff, right? That's really fun and easy. But I don't have a lot of tricks to do with double-sided coins, to be honest with you. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that for next week. Yeah. Dominic, I'm also looking forward to another live thing with you guys. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you guys picked up on that. Yeah, use it right now. It's so easy. You can pick it up and start doing it. It's very easy to do. It's not going to break your fingers. And once again, if you have seen something similar to that, send it my way. I've done the research and I haven't found anything yet. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and I don't pretend to know everything. Yeah, hope you enjoy that as well. It's an added little bonus for you this week. Throw you a little control, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You guys sent some stuff my way. A lot of fun as always. So thank you for all the support, and I'm glad that you enjoyed that. All right, Jeff Simmons, you're welcome. And I'm going to wrap up this week's episode like I always do, my friends. I always try to do this as a little reminder, kind of bring things back to where we all started, right? And that is this. Always remember why you got into Magic in the first place. We're all here talking and having fun, you know. We're on Facebook and you guys are all together hanging out, and on YouTube all hanging out, and on Twitter now all hanging out. So it's fun. This is all like this fun. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of goodness going on. But remember that below all that, we got to know each other and we're here all together because some moment, something made us want to be a magician, whether we were fooled or inspired or met someone or saw someone. Something got us excited to bring us together now as magicians into this world of us being together as this brotherhood. And of course, there's women in the brotherhood too. I'm not going to pretend like we're all just guys. And so just remember that as you go forward. You know, so many people are just so excited about inventing magic and just putting it out and selling it. I want to be famous and I want everyone to know who I am. But is that what made you want to be a magician? Or is that what you think it is to be a magician now? Ask yourself that and be very honest with yourself, because what you think magic is now probably isn't the same thing it was when you first started. And that feeling that you got when you first got into magic is what you're giving to people when you perform for them. So try to focus on that and carry that with you. Don't worry about all the other stuff that's going on in the magic world. Be you, do you, share good magic, and be magic. As a magician, it's your responsibility not just to do magic, but it's also to represent a magician and who you are and what we are as magicians to other people that you meet. Because not everyone that you're going to meet has seen a magician in person. We take it for granted because we're all friends and we all see each other at conventions and it's just, oh, another magician, another magician. But to the real people, the outsiders looking in, most people have never seen magic, good magic, in person or met a magician. It's a special thing. It's a very rare thing. So keep that in mind as well as you go forward. And I hope that maybe that'll inspire you to make your magic better, make those moments better for the people because you know what you're leaving them. And that is a moment of real magic. All right? Cool. That's it for me this week, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. I love this stuff. I love being here for you and doing this and talking about this stuff. So don't be shy, okay? In the meantime, if you need any help, if you need anything, you want to get in touch with me, I'm the guy behind all the Murphy social stuff. That's me. I'm that guy. So through Facebook, you can find us over there on the Murphy's page. You can find us on Twitter. Very, very active there, and on Instagram as well. We're over there posting stuff, sharing stuff. Whatever it is, if you need help, if you need stuff, we're out there. Easy to get a hold of, and I want to help you. That's what I'm here for, and that's where my passion is. And had a blast this week as well. Don't forget to send me those videos. Send them my way. You guys have videos of stuff you performing, whether it's live performances, send them my way. Whether it's you just to your camera, send them my way. And it could be stuff that is stuff you just bought and you want to just show off to other magicians. That's cool too. Whatever it is, I love doing it, and I love doing this for you, and I can't wait to do it again soon. All right? So my name is Luke Dancy. I'll be back next time to do this all over again. In the meantime, once again, don't be a stranger. All right? Cool. Have fun with this stuff. Have fun. Catch you next time.